I got another message for someone that I'm specifically seeing. You are, I work with you all the time. I've been working with you for years. Your name starts with an A. You are a Virgo. When we do our calls, we generally do them on Fridays. But again, it's a collective message, but I'm specifically seeing you. So this is regarding somebody from the past. But they feel like they still harbor not just feelings for you, but almost like a sense of entitlement to you. Even though, like, they have, this is, again, it's another couple that's been in separation because you had to do your stuff, they had to do their stuff. So, like, we've been in separation, but I still sort of harbor a feeling of, like, you're mine, you belong to me. And I know that comes off as creepy. It is absolutely not a good thing to feel, but I don't feel it's creepy like that. I don't feel like this is a stalker or, but, they do kind of stalk. They check your social media, ask about you, that kind of thing, because they've got this sense of entitlement. But they are in their own, like, circus. They're in their hamster wheel of things, being tested by the universe to get out of the mess they've created. There's something about them feeling oppressed by somebody. They feel oppressed by somebody, but at the same time, they're fixated on the idea of coming back to you. This person has a lot to learn. Because they're showing me two spaces this person is, right? Their head space is over here looking at you. Their physical space where they're existing right now, they feel oppressed because there's some sort of connection that they're in for the wrong reasons. And I don't know if that's an intimate connection, a family connection, I don't know what it is, but it's like they're there for what they get from it. Kind of feels financial or like, I don't know, social gain, or like they get something out of the connection. They don't have the connection because they like this person or love this person or whatever. So it'd be like if I'm dating somebody and they pay my bills, or if it's like I'm doing what my family says because they bought me a car, like that kind of thing. But they feel oppressed. And they're in this mental space. They keep running through their head. They're calculating. They're trying to calculate how to get out of this and get back to you. And how can I say this? There's something they're wanting to get first, and then they want to kind of, the way it's coming through is escape back to you. So let's say it's my family and my family's wealthy and I'm not, and like I said, they are letting me use a car. I want to try to get the car and then come back to you, or I want to try to, somebody's going to help me start a business. I want to get that business going and then escape back to you. I'm calculating this. I'm in this, physically in this situation that I'm only in for what I'm getting, and I want to get something and then I can take it and come back to you. Does that make sense? Then we shift over to your energy, and you're heavy Virgo on this. You're going through things that are making you, it almost comes through as like liberated. You care about this person, but you're not sort of, it's not affecting you as much. Like you're not depressed because this person's not coming back. You're still concerned, but like your life is moving forward. It's like liberating. And there's something about you learning to stop trying to understand all the things this person does, and like it's like the person is confusing. Maybe they're hot and cold or whatever, and you spend a long time trying to diagnose everything and what did that mean and what and what's like you're getting out of that. Again, they keep showing it like you're liberating yourself from that, from letting that affect your mood and your choices and blah blah blah. You're just, I'm not even going to try to understand what this person's doing. That's their path, I'm on mine, that kind of thing. I have to say, okay, so you have to understand, again, all the energy waves we've always talked about, and particularly last year and this year, like, we're all going through that. That's a global thing. It affects everybody differently, depending on what they were supposed to learn through it or do through it or da-da-da-da. And everybody has had choices. Like I said, it's the choices we make every day. Everybody has had the choice to use those waves for the better or fight them, whatever they want to do. And you're getting to a place where you're like, this person has had all the same opportunities we've all had, all the same energy waves we've all had, and I'm not worrying about what they're doing anymore. You're getting into that place, and that, again, it liberates you and it opens you up for healthier connections. I hope that makes sense. I just had this conversation with somebody, but it's coming through again about how the shift, we're all in the shift. It's a global shift. We're in the ascension. People call it a lot of different things. And we're in the tail end of it. And the shift is shifting out of a patriarchy into a matriarchy. I know, a certain person, we just talked about this. And that's why everything from the patriarchy is crumbling, falling apart, being exposed, and why everybody who had power in the patriarchy is panicking and getting even more evil because they're desperately trying to hang on to their power, moving into a matriarchy. And I had to explain, matriarchy is not like the patriarchy where it's like, oh, well, now the women are running things and we're going to treat men like garbage. Like, it's not like that. The difference is it's a feminine energy, right? Everyone has feminine energy. It's the energy of empathy, compassion, what's best for the community, that kind of thing. So it's not going to be like kicking the men out and we're going to have our own government and we're going to, we're not doing that. So that shift is happening and people are panicking. And even for the people who look forward to that, we are still conditioned to the patriarchy. So we have to relearn everything. We have to relearn that, like, money and power mean evil and greed, and like, we all have to relearn this. So it's a process. But what I have to say is there are several of you who are being prepared for your role in this. You're going to have a specific role, whether that's like in your community, in your family, in whatever form of quote unquote government we have, whatever. Like, you're literally being prepared for that. So you're being rushed through things. And a lot of us have spoken about how you were rushed through 2025. You were rushed through things that it took me like a decade to get through and learn and process. And this includes time to yourself. So if you've been, like I said, if you're in one of these couples that were in separation, or if you've been single for a very long time, or if you're at a place where you're like, I don't even feel like dating anymore, I'm done, I've been there, I'm still there, so I get it. This is all part of the process because things are speeding up. Like I said, we're at the tail end of this. We've been going through this since at least the 60s. We're at the tail end of this and we're speeding things up and everybody's got to get ready. So you couldn't do all of this. You couldn't, whatever you do with your time, if you sit and process things in your mind or you journal things, or like, you wouldn't be doing that if you were coupled up. And this is why it has nothing to do with like you're unlovable, there's not decent people. Yes, I think the dating world at this moment is dangerous, but there's a reason. Again, the patriarchy is falling down. People have to unlearn their stuff. That is to say that because you are single now, or you have been single for a long time, doesn't mean you're going to be single forever. It's just that you have grown past the shallowness of what the whole dating environment is now, the apps and the hookups and the lies and the manipulations. Like, you've outgrown that. So your soul is waiting until we do move into the matriarchy, until we do move into the empathy, compassion, doing what's best for everyone, that kind of thing. Okay, moving on. It's funny how I mean, once in a while I would get like signs. I'm getting signs all the time now because it's heavy on a Scorpio. That has okay, there's an X. There's two different energies. There's the energy of an X, that I have recently moved on from. Now, we may have broken up a while ago, but I'm actually moving on from them recently. Somebody that was like egotistical, manipulative. They were quote unquote the lesson. We all have people we dated that were lessons, right? This was a lesson. You're moving forward. There's something about like there was a period of time where it was like I'm struggling with the finality of it. Like I'm struggling with like this is actually it, because there may have been a lot of breakups and makeups and breakup and makeup, and I'm struggling with like, oh, this is actually the end of this. And you're coming out of that. You're actually moving forward. There may be something about like we're having to be cordial. We're having to like maintain or feel like we have to maintain some kind of politeness. I don't know, maybe we're in the same friend group, or we know the same people, or we work in the same place, or something like that. We're having to maintain some kind of politeness, or like maybe we even have to be in contact every once in a while or something. Okay, so like I said, there was two energies. So there's that ex, right? I'm moving past that. Then there's this other one kind of lingering in the background. But they've been connected to your life for a long time. So it could be like a friend or a neighbor that you grew up around, or a friend's sibling, or one of your siblings' friends, or like something like that. They've known you for a long time, and they've always kind of held a torch for you, but I think it was a secret. Now they're showing me like a light shining on that person. It's kind of like, oh, like this is the answer to my dreams, and I never even realized it because I've known them so long. Like I didn't even think of them, because they're like respectful, and something about like they're more observant. Like they see the real you, and they've just sort of been waiting, like I said, like lingering in the background, just kind of waiting for the right moment. They are perceptive because so there's the ex, right? That they were saying that maybe you struggled for a while with that being over, and they're seeing now that you're over this. There's like they're showing me like a long period of time that you've known each other. This connection goes way back. And they've always held a torch for you. And there's something about the timing of it now. And again, it's like divine timing. It's like if you hadn't been through your quote unquote mistakes to learn your lessons, this may not have been as good as it will be now. It's all divine timing. I just keep seeing how far back this goes. You might have known this person like growing up or something. This has always been part of both of your like divine plans. Again, it's like after you have gone through your transitions and your lessons, and so have they. Something about how observant they are, because they now know like it's time. You're over this past person. They perceive you as being single. But there's a little nervousness, obviously, of like, can we make this transition of, I don't know, friends, or that's my friend's sister or brother or whatever. They're a little nervous about that. But it's like as soon as you're like, I'm over this ex, like truly over it, and now I'm, open, I'm not like guarded. The second you get to that place where I'm open, then they just show like the door opens and the light comes through. Heavy on its divine timing. It's divine timing it was always supposed to coincide with you finally like officially severing the ties to this ex. And I have to say there's like no pressure to it. It feels like, there's no pressure. It's all it's all supposed to fall into place as your healing is complete, as their healing is complete. Aww. I like good messages.